Coming up.
This nigga escaped death more than fucking anybody, bro.
That nigga needs to die.
You gotta go. That's my nigga.
I'm tired of him, bro.
I freaking got an All Might Funko Pop in my cart in Amazon.
I'm tired of him.
You gotta go. Like, this is the thing. Look at me, bro. Y'all forget who the fuck I stand. Like, niggas literally like, that ain't no. This ain't no. I'm sorry for everybody other favorite main Shonen character. This ain't no situation in which, oh no, he lost. Now he gotta go back to the drawing board. My nigga gonna take an L, if you call it that. Go look at his destiny straight in the face and say, I'm gonna beat you.
So Boruto was with the Boruto chapter, this chapter was basically a waste of time.
Like every other chapter.
Stay tuned.
I'm too sick. I'm too sick. I'm too sick. Yeah. Hey, what? Hey, no. I be like, watch your mouth. They ain't know how far I take it. They ain't know it's my house. Everything I do is to offend. We wanna all win, got a top 10. But I top your 10. But I top your bins. But I top your M's. But I chop your limbs. Going crazy, put it on my unborn kids. I'm not an angel, but I'm fly. That's on my sins. Yeah, I don't never pretend. I don't never reach in. Looking like I'm thieving. All black and wheat Timbs. So deep in the music that I find it hard.
Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back. Brand new episode of Black Otakus of Culture. Of course, it's your boy Chris J. Glad to be back. Got the whole squad on here. Trail Sav.
Oh, this Trail Sav, man. Unfortunately, it's the playoffs. So it's very, very depressing for certain people. Not me, because I don't have a team I'm rooting for, but basketball takes is at an all-time worst. I unfortunately have to watch the Utah Jazz go against the Memphis Grizzlies. It's very, very sad. They should have put this game on UPN. There's no reason this game should be on TNT right now. The Jazz fans is wearing all white, and I don't see a single black person in this crowd.
Do you not know a black person in Utah?
And even though they win it right now, it still fuck the state of Utah.
And we got Cam on here.
Thursky. Shout out to Smirnoff. New flavor.
Hey, crazy. And then we got DC on here. All right, cool. So we got an interesting episode. We gotta give honor to Berserk. That's really the only thing we really gotta talk about this week, but we'll get to that later. But no One Piece this week, so there's gonna be a really interesting episode. Might be a short episode, but each time I think of that, it goes 3 hours. But let's go ahead and get to what we've been reading, watching, and playing this past week. Playing some Resident Evil. Really have been able to really deep dive. I just beat big titty tall woman, and so shout out to that.
Oh, you beat the game?
Yeah. yeah, technically beat the game, but so now I'm in what you'll call it, the prologue of the game, epilogue or whatever. So
post game content.
There we go, post game content. There we go.
Free DLC.
There we go, free DLC. So I'm at that point of the game, the actual game in itself. It's that the horny part of the game.
If they were smart, they would release DLC that expands upon her story. That's a bag.
She don't really.
You saying they releasing DLC like it's not gonna happen 5 years from now, and it's the same exact shit.
She is the amongst the characters. She's not even. She doesn't have much interest in. She's not really that interested.
Chris don't care about spoilers. The fact that the main character is a fucking mushroom.
Yeah, I already know the ending.
Yeah,
I already know the ending. The game, but
I was like,
literally, I already know. But it's just literally the fact that she, literally, tall woman, Lady Dimension, does not have much interest. The final boss is literally Heisenberg is the most interesting character. So if they wanted to flesh anybody out, it'd be him. But anyway, so been playing the show. I really hate that fucking game. But at the same time, it's literally turned into 2K in terms of how I hate that game but love it. But my season is really interesting. I think I'm currently 3-2. I got a team freaking did a no-hitter on me, and I really was so fucking pissed off.
Hey, see, I know what that means.
Hey, see, major second. So But yeah, like nothing hurts more than literally the computer doing a no hitter on you when you was doing it to them at the same time, and then shit
They
happens.
hit the ball.
Or nigga hit you with a walk-off game. He thought you was winning, they hit you with a walk-off game.
Hey, look, that hasn't. No, wait, it did happen.
One runner. Hit you with a
Literally,
walk-off. Last inning. Two
Look,
outs, too.
See, Cam would know my struggles. Cam would know all the struggles and all of that. And plus, they actually have funny thing that happened to the White Sox in real life today against the Yankees. But life happens. But yeah, really hate that game. But it's challenging, and I like the challenge in terms of that. Yeah, that's it for playing. Then for reading, read My Hero. All Might's alive because he has a car that is explosion proof. So
this nigga escaped death more than fucking anybody, bro.
That nigga needs to die.
You gotta go. That's my nigga.
I'm tired of him, bro.
I freaking got an All Might Funko Pop in my cart in Amazon.
I'm tired of him.
You gotta go.
He gotta go.
I'm tired of him. G. Every time I see him on a panel, I get mad. I'd have seen that nigga face.
That nigga is skin and bone and literally inflicted fear upon.
Next time I see him, he needs to be smoke. He needs to be smoke in Deku's mind, G.
He needs to be goddamn Ethan Winters. He needs to be crumbling.
All right.
He needs to be looking at his body crumbling.
All right. I think he's the literal definition of an old head that refuses to leave it to the next generation. My man needs to go.
Deku all edgy and shit, ready to say the fucking word. He got it, bro. Let it go, man.
Damn, G. So All Might's old yeller now, G. That's fucked up.
He needs to put him out of his commission.
All Might's Mufasa. That's what he is, man.
Yo. Hey, yo, DC. I need a Photoshop of All Might as Mufasa, G, for the cover art, G. If you can cook that up real quick.
It has to be like Shigaraki as Scar.
Ugly as hell.
Long live all for one.
That wasn't rocking with Batman All Might.
No,
look, man,
that nigga, bro. Like,
it's cool.
Batman
It's
All
cool.
Might.
But he let them niggas. He scared them niggas, G.
That nigga wasted 3 panels this week, G. He wasted 3 pages this week, bro. He need to go. I'm tired of him.
I only rock with the meme they made of him. Like, I'll pull up in that. That's the only meme I'll rock with this nigga. Look, this is from the All Might stand himself. He gotta go. It's alright. Look, it's okay. He gotta go.
You gotta die, bro.
It's
Are we gonna really care though? Like this time around? Yeah, I'm saying like
I think it depends on how he died. I think All Might eventual death will be sad. Just depends on how
it'll be like, oh dang, it sucks, but
for us, it'll be kind of hard because we expected his death one. We wanted it to happen too. And we see so many probably deaths that's like more well done. Cause it's not gonna be something that's a shock to people. Like if this happened like season 1, then I'll be like, damn.
Yeah, like after the Nomu fight, All Might just
and he just stood there like Whitebeard or some shit, just fucking dead, not telling Deku anything about his powers. Then and the only time we see him again is when he get to the Avatar state and one stop. Then I'll be like, let's go, my hero. But All Might still alive, still look like a twig, and he fucking Deku's mom. So. Still breathing.
They did kind of fake confirm that too. He is slinging that shit. He did fake confirm that.
That nigga go get killed by his dad, G. That's what gonna do it.
Hey, I don't think we ever knew who the fuck Deku dad was. We getting that shit in the movie, bro.
That nigga, he the third hero, bro. Whoever the fuck the third hero is, or whatever ranking he is now. I don't know officially.
Yeah, he an American hero, bro.
Dog, if he in America, if he one of them
exported
American heroes,
some
G, I would
black
cry.
nigga who dropped down the glizzy on her when he was taking a tour to Japan, bro.
The series is go in. It's gonna be like 2 people that walk up to Deku and go like, "What's up, brother?"
That's wild.
That's insane. G.
That's wild.
That's insane. Wait, but All Might, but My Hero it was okay. It was an okay chapter. Deku's pretty much zigzagging to his target, and pretty much he's not listening to to the Avatar niggas by saying, "Look, don't mix this with this. You don't even practice this, and you doing this. It's hilarious as hell."
What is you talking about? I'm finna die if I don't do this shit.
Exactly.
Hey,
Y'all niggas already dead.
Between me and you niggas.
I'm saying I'm alive, you dead. The fuck?
He said, "Look, man, let me figure out some bullshit to survive, nigga. That's the goal. Survive." So
the reason why y'all dead is because y'all didn't mix and match. Come on now.
That's true.
Yo, that is really fucked up, but it's true because Deku the only one. They're like, let's talk to him. We ain't talking to All Might. We ain't gonna talk to the other chick. They're like,
the fact that they never talked to All Might said something. G. That's this nigga that bad? Because I think like the teacher, at least his teacher had to talk to them niggas, right? But like they really skipped All Might. They really was like, bro, you low-key kind of garbage. I'm gonna go with your protege, G.
Or they saw that nigga, he got it.
Until they saw him fight All Might, and they was all for one, and they was like, nah, he don't. He ain't got it no more.
He said, he just took that nigga kidney, G.
Because All Might was really cocky as a teenager. He probably didn't even want to hit them niggas.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think about it, because there is like levels to that fucking hero shit when it comes to those.
That's true.
It's you look at All Might, you be like, oh, he the creme de la creme of these niggas. Like, if Endeavor really is the next strongest nigga after him, there's a big ass gap. Like a fucking huge gap, bro.
It's like
the big ass gap now with Deku.
It's literally like look at it in NBA terms. Prime LeBron and then Kevin Durant. And then everybody else.
Kevin Durant right now.
Yeah. But I'm talking about prime LeBron, so maybe last year Cleveland LeBron and then everybody else.
Around 2014. It was literally just him and then the rest of them.
Exactly. That's one way to look at it. So, but yeah, so My Hero, still reading Sakamoto Days. That was a hilarious chapter. In terms of that, I can't wait till they gets anime because some of them fights is gonna be really good if done properly. Please keep it away from Mappa. Keep it away from Mappa.
Saying Mappa the red flag for me now.
Keep it away from. We will get to Mappa later, but please keep that away from Mappa, bro.
What did Mappa do?
We don't rock with them like that no more. We talk about it later. We don't rock with them.
It's later, like but gee, just it's slave shit. It's slave shit vibes
like,
over there.
It's like when I was a kid and I went to GameStop and I was like, man, you know what? I
can't wait to work at GameStop
because I love playing video games. And then you grow up and you find out about GameStop and it's like, yo, GameStop fucking sucks. That's what Mappa is right now. Literally. Damn, they can animate really good. I would look. Nope. No,
you don't want to work. But we'll get to that later. And then for watching, let's see. Let me try to remember everything by heart. Higehiro. This week's episode was really, really chill. It's setting up that pretty much Sayu, somebody's watching her. And to me, it's probably a family member because at her job, her co-workers keep noticing a car pulling up, parking, looking at her, and pulling off. So I think it's a family member.
I was like, what the hell? What show are you talking about? Now,
yeah.
Okay.
So her co-worker saying, "Hey, shit's weird." She's like, "Nah, it's no big deal," and all of that. But I think it's a family member looking for her. Then on the main character, I forgot Buddy's name. His female co-workers are lusting after him. They pretty much about to have a cat fight. It looks like the one that's least interesting felt disrespected that her boss, who's moving in on him, is planning dates and lunch dates and shit. So she said, "I'm about to have a woman-to-woman talk with her," and then her feelings got a little bit hurt to me. I don't like this bitch.
That's when you leave. That's when you leave, bro. That's. I think that's God telling that nigga quit your job, bro. Ain't no business for you being there. Your boss and your female coworker catching feelings for you. It's time for. It's like, hey, listen, bro, I'm out. Cause fuck pussy, fuck all that shit, bro. I need a bag. When the 31st comes or the 28th comes, I can't go down to my first floor, the manager building, and go like, "Hey, I can't pay you, but at least I'm getting some pussy." No, nigga, like focus on your bag. Pussy comes later. Fuck pussy, and if you are so desperate for pussy, pay for it. That way you ain't got to have the emotions or the mess that can happen if you mess with your boss and your employees. You get a transactional business. I give you this amount of money for this amount of time. You give me pussy, no feelings, no baby, just sex, and I'm out.
And STD.
That's when you look it up. They should look at no, see, because that's disrespectful to prostitutes. Professional prostitutes, they about their business. They know. Like, listen, bro.
What level of professional are we talking about?
Niggas want a bag. Niggas want a bag.
Me and my hood, you know, there's a thing called a 40 ball, and that gives you a wider range of
right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you down completely bad, you get higher than a 40 ball, 80, you know. But if you like down horrendous, that's when you get in the $100 range. And if you want them niggas who could throw money, that's when you spend like $10,000 on the escort.
But here's the thing, though.
Block your world.
Here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna say about that, right? Why waste your time? Why waste your time pursuing implied pussy when you can get guaranteed pussy? Mm-hmm. Like, why go through the dates? Why go through the bullshit? Why go through all that stuff when you can just say, hey, listen, I give you this much money, give me this much time, I get pussy and I leave.
Because there's a certain je ne sais quoi when you work for.
Nah, you spend like $1,000 on a bitch to take her out. And then at the end she go like, oh, that's cool. We just
spend $1,000 bitch on any type of date. She
look, man, if you spend thousands on dates,
you spend because like a lot of chicks out like the Instagram has created a new wave of expectations when it comes to dates. So like, you know, you spend all that money, you take her out, and then she go like, oh, you know, I think I had a great time. You know, friends. You like
no.
You like
hey, bro, you better know what you're doing, bro.
I'll say implied pussy, or would you rather have guaranteed pussy?
Look, hey,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna keep it buck with you. If I start looking at my watch when the shit starts to go over $100 if I'm taking a chick out, bro. That's facts.
Yo,
so when shit start going over 100, I'm like, this is more of a friend date. You know what I'm saying? if I'm spending $500-$600, I'm not a person that expects vagina. You know what I'm saying? I'm very confident in knowing that it will come eventually. But I don't know, man. Like this coming from me. I am a very content nigga. I have.
But she say we just friends, G.
Downtown, bro. I have no problem with understanding that. Sometimes these bitches ain't worth it.
But, exactly.
You know, that's other niggas. You know, let me go back. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, but anyway.
I'm a real nigga.
I don't know. I feel like the main character of that show, he ain't real for that though.
Look, the main thing is he ain't a pedophile, so I give him that.
I respect him.
That's bro. She expecting to go somewhere fancy, hit her off the phone. She was like, "What's that?" That's Uber.
But he's still, I'm gonna still say he kind of sucky as a character, because the responsible thing for him to do is to alert the authorities.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless of the situation. Because, I mean, he could have the best of intentions, but if somebody would have called him out like, hey, you harboring a high school student, you a grown man.
Yeah, you gotta hold that.
Yeah, that's about that. And the thing is, the funny thing is they keep mentioning that. I'm like, yo, if they call the police on my man, how you going to explain?
Over,
like,
G.
It's a big game over. All because Shorty told you don't call the police because she don't want to go home. So
exactly. Like, she can tell that to the courts all they want to. She a minor.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, slow pace episode. Then what else? Oh, Demon School of Rima. I didn't watch this week's episode, but last week's episode led to him becoming a real nigga. Iruma-kun. I can't wait to see that shit because he got his little attitude, I guess. So I'm looking forward to see where that goes.
I saw some clips of that show. Is it worth getting into? I saw a couple clips. I was like, this looks pretty interesting.
It's funny. Like, you have to, like, it is funny and it doesn't take itself seriously. Like, it's literally a human who's in a demon world trying not to fit in, but because his grandfather is the strongest demon and all of that, he gives him a ring that gives him ability to kind of fit in and shit like that. So but it's funny as hell. It's like, I just take it for what it is. It's a comedy with a human who's trying to fit in demon world. It's hilarious in that aspect. So if you don't take it seriously, it's funny as hell. But yeah, I recommend it. Zombieland Saga. This week's episode was pretty decent. One of their biggest fans found out they are zombies, and they told her, "Please don't tell." And then she joins the group for her high school festival. So they actually threw in the high school festival episode in finally. And they performed.
We haven't gotten the beach episode yet, though, right?
There was a beach episode last season.
Was there?
Probably.
Yeah, when they did that event, remember?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, they had one last, so
They had a new girl in the group, so he has to have another beach.
Well, no, she joined and then left.
Oh, well then we have to have an OVA beach episode where she comes back, so we can see what she looks like in a swimsuit.
It's because the way she's built, probably. But either way, and it was a really good episode. Because finally more singing. Then Burning Comedy was really good. They finally got new members. One of them is a mute type character, and he's funny as hell. Then they got the mandatory fat nigga. He's decent, and then
I never understand that in these sports animes.
The mandatory fat nigga.
I never understand that shit.
It's always the mandatory mute, mandatory fat nigga, and also the very feminine looking dude. They all three
and
hit
the edgy delinquent who's smart.
That's kind of the mute nigga. They kind of fit the mute nigga into the edgy looking nigga, and he's actually pretty smart. So he's literally mute and all of that. But pretty much it was just about the main character fitting in, learning to work with his new teammates, pretty much. So
that's going through that arc. Okay.
Yeah, so we're there with that. Then on the Funimation side of things, that Full Dive anime dude that Bootleg Kirito pretty much is learning that he sucks. He struggled to fight some goblins on this episode, and I could just think in my mind was Goblin Slayer's disappointed here. Because this is the bogus part, G. They made these goblins some real niggas, because some goblins pulled up to the town in the game and they were annihilating everybody. Like one shot in the guards and everything, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, gee. Goblin Slayer would have wiped these niggas, G.
Like Soka.
Exactly. I'm like, gee. Goblin Slayer would be disappointed, G. So disappointed. So
did they say like what level the goblins were, or is just
it was funny because based on the game, like people who played, like they'll just always go back to people who played the game. One of them was like the only person to ever complete the game, and a professional boxer and the ex-professional boxer who were the hardest enemies in the game. And he said goblins.
I wish I would play video games with the hardest
you know, like, gee, what the hell? Like, bro, niggas get watched by goblins. I was like, what the fuck?
Got a self-esteem, bro.
Please get a self-esteem. I watched Shadow's House before we started, and that was really this week's episode was really good. And then Megalobox.
What is that show about?
So
Shadow House. What is that about? Because I'm interested.
This is the weird anime of this season because it's slightly different. And it's like Cloverworks does a good job with this, but they fuck up Promised Neverland. Fuck them niggas still. But so pretty much after like 8 episodes in, the premise of it is Shadow House is a family of shadows. Clearly, I think they black. They really the shadow characters come off as niggas to me, bougie niggas with no faces. So, and they have
shadow niggas come.
That's
shadow people come off as niggas to you. I'm gonna let you keep going.
Hey, look, man. That's just how I'm looking at it. How some of these characters are. The shadow characters themselves, they come off as niggas. That's just me. That's just me looking at it. But anyway,
so all black people act bougie. You saying, Chris?
Hey,
That's
man.
what he said.
Hey, if you get if the shoe fits,
Smirnoff, bro, in your favor.
But anyway, so the shadows have puppets, as they call the white people puppets, and if they pretty much are to be the slaves for the shadows, they do stuff for them. They clean up the house because the shadows leave suit.
What the fuck?
So they have to clean the house and shit like that. That's why I'm like, gee, and that certain aspects is kind of racist too. A lot of aspects is pretty racist. But anyway, so the main character, her name is Kate and Emiliko. The Emiliko's the Kate's puppet. So it's based on them, and the Emiliko is learning to be Kate's shadow because the puppets have to mimic the shadows. Pretty much they're their faces. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I get you. So it's like it's a catalyst type of thing. So if they're not doing what the shadow does, it's a problem.
Yeah. So like if the puppet don't follow the shadow, or at least does a good job mimicking them, you can be tossed away, and you get replaced for another one. So,
can the puppets not operate without a shadow? Is that how they're setting it up?
Technically, but the funny thing is, Emiliko, who's technically the main character, she kind of is very unique in the sense of that she kind of motivates Kate to kind of be more open about herself and shit like that compared to the other shadows and their puppets and shit like that. So it's like everybody look at her like, what the fuck, y'all weird, y'all don't even really mimic each other the same and shit like that. So it's a very unique situation in that. So yeah, that's the pretty much premise of the show.
They're like a villain or something? Is that it?
The villain, okay, so now they kind of introduced the villain, which is kind of the adults.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like it's
personified?
it's still some mysteries to it. So like it's still some mystery to it that they're bringing in, but based off what I can tell, the older shadows is kind of a problem because like right now they're having some kind of contest to see called the debut, where it dictates how the shadows get along with their puppets and shit like that, and yeah, so and just how the dialogue between the adults is kind of like toxic. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like that could be your little brother or cousin or something like that. G. But yeah, it's interesting. Like if you want to get into it, I feel like it's enough episodes for you to really get a grasp if you want to rock with it or not. But yeah, so that and Megaloboxing was really fucking good. Did you watch this?
I didn't get a chance to watch this.
Damn.
I didn't get a chance.
Oh man. All I'm gonna say is Mac time is Chris Benoit time. That's all I'm gonna say.
From the last week's episode, he looked like a real nigga to me. So
he's a real nigga, but after he's a real nigga, definitely a real nigga, and he's also very Chris Benoit like as well. That's all I'm gonna say in regards to that. He's very.
Too good.
I think okay. I'm thinking I'm picking up what you leaving. Okay.
It's really it went from like, yo, okay, cool to like boxing CT is very much real, people. So that's the one I'm getting. Boxing CTE. This is the message of this arc. Boxing CTE is very fucking real, G.
Take care of your mentals too.
Take care of your mentals. Yeah, so that's it for me. Yeah, that's it for me.
So for me, probably go a little bit fast. I let Cam talk about Super because I'm pretty sure he read more than I did. I didn't get to read. I got spoiled on it.
Thank you for reminding me. I forgot that Boruto and Super chapter.
Oh yeah, I read those. Well, I read Super.
So I don't know when Boruto releases, bro. So I don't know.
The same day. Same day.
It releases the same day. Because like you get I have the Viz manga notification where it literally goes Boruto chapter, Super chapter.
Yeah, look, man,
I'm Shonen Jump outright say, "Hey, this is what happened on both chapters," and okay, cool.
I ain't the biggest fan of Boruto. Super, though I know what happened. You know, anybody who knows me know I'm a stan of that man. I'm okay of what happened. Okay,
I'm gonna say because a lot of Goku haters love this chapter.
Yeah, a lot of those man, people coming to me like the right. You heard? Like, yo, like this is the thing. Look at me, bro. Y'all forget who the fuck I stand. Like niggas literally forget who the fuck I stand. Like, this ain't no. I'm sorry for everybody other favorite main shonen character. This ain't no situation in which, oh no, he lost. Now he got to go back to the drawing board. My nigga gonna take an L. If you call it that, go look at his destiny straight in the face and say, I'm gonna beat you. And if that so don't happen, Vegeta's gonna win. So I don't give a fuck.
Gonna happen.
If it happens, I have my doubts, but it's
I don't care, yo. You know, like this nigga, he ain't winning. I don't care if he wins. It's still in the alternate universe when he ain't winning. Like Goku won at the end of the day. But other than that, I didn't really do any reading. I didn't really do any watching. I know reading. Yo, okay. So got a confession to make, and it will get even worse. So throughout the week, I'm just blatantly gonna read Invincible. It's hard to wait, especially when your YouTube channel is full of fucking Invincible spoilers.
I don't even be watching them bitches, bro, but I'll be going through like my suggested videos. Invincible character died. What happened to this character? I'm like, what the? Come on now.
It's a really good comic. Like really. So I'm gonna get myself into that. I don't know if I'm just gonna buy the hard copies or read it on that. I want to buy. I think because Amazon only got 3 volumes. Amazon like the reading side of it, like when you go on like a Kindle or something, whoever still uses that motherfucking machine, but only has 3 volumes. So I want to see if I go on a real website how many volumes it is. I hate reading shit illegally, not because I have a very ordained sense of like
morals.
No, because it just sucks reading shit illegally because it pop-ups every time I touch a page. So that's the only reason I don't like reading shit illegally. Other than that, I will read shit illegally. But I didn't get a chance to watch. Didn't get a chance to read it. I just have been like really busy with work and like sleep. I've been catching up on a lot of sleep this weekend. Just because it helps me better at work, I've seen, is when I actually get sleep. But I have been playing. So this has been a lot of fucking playing, right? I bought a 2 terabyte fucking hard drive. I think I said that last week. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you did.
But, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was able to download a lot of the games that I quit playing because I wanted to play something else. So like I downloaded God of War. I've been playing that because I like the game. Re-downloading Madden. Don't know why I did that. I really don't. But it's kind of like Madden makes you want to play MLB The Show because I have fun in sports. Like my most fun time playing sports games when I don't know how to play. Because when I learn how to play, fucking unstoppable. So my first time having played a sports game, like Madden, I'm so fucking bad at this game, but I'm having fun. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. I barely play fucking defense. Sometimes I skip the defensive part whatsoever.
Quick sales defense.
Like you make one mistake on defense, you are down about 50 points, bro. That is not. They punish the fuck out of it. Just like if you make one inaccurate pass, you get an NO. On defense, you make one lapse in coverage. No matter what position you play,
that's real life.
A first down, a touchdown, or they getting one next play. It ain't no ifs, ands, or no buts. You gotta, because I play on all Madden, of course. I like to play shit at the highest difficulty. That's the reason I stand that guy over there. But yeah. Oh, gave up on Returnal. Gave completely the fuck up. It's at that time I tapped. Now, reason being is because I am at with RNG is not liking me. There is and oh, bro, you just get like I was talking to Cam, the other Cam, because I watch him play through when everybody get offline. He usually streams late as fucking night, right? Found your niche. But I was talking to him, and I was talking to him about he was playing Returnal, and I was like, bro, like you don't understand the shit that's happening to you in this game don't happen to me. I can blitz through the first walkthrough, get the gun I want, get all the things that I want. I hit one door in that 3rd level and die automatically. Yeah, there's no amount of dodging. There's no amount of... If I don't have a certain item that ups my protection, I am dead. So, it is just the way it is. There has never been a time I have ever survived walking through that door when nothing but fucking flying robots head-on charge me until I die. That's it. It don't do nothing else. It ain't the ones I shoot. I just get a fully flutter of just fucking suicide bots, bro. And I can't do shit. Let alone if I walk through the door, it's a suicide bots and a fucking big ass ball down the street. Then I'm just orally fucked in 2 seconds.
Damn.
So it is what it is. I want to beat the game. Like I like Returnal. I think it's one of the best games that came out recently. But as well, no, he never tapped. Well, I tapped out. So, but that do bring me to what I was talking to. I was like, bro, if I can have fun in Returnal, I could probably play Demon Souls. And then other Cam was like, I don't know about that, fam.
Definitely.
I was like, let me see. I want to see. I either want to play Demon Souls or Bloodborne. One of the two. I was always fascinated in them two games, right?
Good luck.
Bloodborne is like $20 on PlayStation. So that ain't shit. And Demon Souls is a PlayStation, quote unquote exclusive. So I'll try. I'm still thinking about it. Cuz said if I buy Demon Souls, he'd help me out with it and shit like that. He plays those Souls-ass games. Other than that, you know what it is.
I mean, like before you buy it, because I have Dark Souls, I have Sekiro, and Bloodborne is up. Like, play one of those games first before you buy a whole nother game.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, I'll do
one
that.
of those games
I forget. Let me do. I heard Dark Souls 3 was the easiest, and then it was like, no, bro, it's not the easiest. I'm like, ask any Dark Souls player which one the easiest. They'll tell you it's fucking 3. Don't hit me with that shit, man.
Hey,
DC beat the fuck out of
DC has played Dark Souls 3.
I sent that video of me getting Jordan Air sign.
Yo,
First,
yo, DC, I think about that
Hey,
video
come on,
at least 2 times a day, G.
wow, bro. I got baptized.
I need more diverse games, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get to my favorite game last. So the guys, we in these parties, we have dumb decisions a lot. One of them is playing Apex. I make a dumb decision of playing Madden. Some people make dumb decisions like Beans buying Outriders. Like, we make dumb decisions sometimes. The dumbest decision we have made so far is to re-download Mortal Kombat X. But it has been fun. I don't play fighting games no more. Niggas know that. I'm done. I'm washed. But me and other kid probably stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning just running sets in fucking MKX. Me?
Yeah, Chaz told me about y'all niggas, G. Chaz told me that y'all was...
I told Cuz to hop on, but if Cuz hop on, he beats everybody because he's the one who been playing Netherrealm games longer. So I'm like, bro, just hop on. You would get the satisfaction of beating niggas if you just hop on to play against us whenever we set the tower up. But I'm like, he said, nah, bro, it ain't the same. I'm like, it's the easier game. Like, Mortal Kombat X is so fucking easy, bro, to do shit on.
It is.
You will have
it is too fucking easy.
So, like, that's what I was telling him. Just do it. It ain't like Injustice. It ain't like 11 when it's you have to hit your shit. X, a simple square, triangle, square will get somebody to 50% health. It is what it is. But I play
Plus,
with
Aaron
the
Black on there is way better.
What'd you say?
And plus, Aaron Black on X is way better than 11.
We'll get into that. So me, I tried rating out. I realized that he's a character I will have to go in training mode. Got my ass clapped. He picked Kung Jin. Fuck Kung Jin, by the way. Fuck Kung
Jin was fired. Wait, no,
he was beyond fucking fired, bro.
No. Wait, what?
This nigga has an overhead of the gods.
Yeah, his overhead was broken.
Couldn't get up. Every time I get up, I got overhead. Me, I don't know how to play fucking fighting games. So me, it's just like a death loop. But Karen was like, bro, you know what I do? I just look at the combat list before the game start in the intro. I like, you should never told me that because I'm going to do that shit. So I go to the move list. I see something I look in my head that I could do or string up. I started winning games. Mind you, I didn't pick the same character. I randomized each character because I'm like, I'm not taking this shit seriously. I played with Ferrator. And when I say all I did was run through this nigga, figuratively and literally just run like this to a nigga, bro. It was so fucking fun, bro. It was fun. I would say that Mortal Kombat X might not be the most competitive one, even though it's fun to watch. Try watching the Mortal Kombat X tournaments and then try to watch Mortal Kombat 11 tournaments. You will turn the TV off on 11.
11 is more esport technical, while X is more the arcadey easy pick up to play.
X is nothing but juggles. Fucking cool ass combos that lead to brutalities. Like, that shit fire, bro. I'm watching.
PTSD has just arisen.
Maximilian dude got a Twitch versus tournament Monday that I'm gonna watch. And it's so fucking fun.
Definitely, yeah. I'm about to watch.
So I can't wait for that shit. I was watching them play last night. Mind you, I'm nowhere, won't ever be, or even get close to how the fuck they play that game, bro. It is literally. That shit's so fun. I don't want to keep talking about it. Shit's so fun. Played that. Red Dead has been Red Dead. Actually got on Red Dead Online this weekend. Rockstar is getting my clown of the week. The way they monetize that game, oblivion. You can't tell me there is no game monetized, and I'ma simply say it by this. And look, if somebody can correct me out of the Rockstar niggas, please do. I don't give a fuck about you, but please do. The season pass that you get really only lasts a month, by the way. So you probably buy a season pass like bi-monthly or some shit like that, which is hell, because usually season pass lasts around like 90 days, so 3 months, and then a little lapse till the next season pass come, or battle pass. They battle pass. One Red Dead Online shouldn't have a battle pass, but it does.
They got a battle pass already?
They have a battle pass, yes. The shit you get in the battle pass, the shit you get in the battle pass are shit that they let you buy. So if I get some gloves and a battle pass, that means I just have the chance to buy it in the store. Like, so anything I unlock is something that I get to buy in the store, not something I automatically have on my person.
Wait.
Yep.
So I unlock a glove. I can't equip the glove. I just get the right to buy the glove in the shop.
Yeah.
But you have to buy the battle pass though, right?
30 gold, yes.
So you buy the battle pass in order to have the right to buy cosmetics?
Yes.
Hey.
So, mind you, I had to buy a lasso to do bounty missions so they won't get out of the lasso. Because when you start doing higher bounty missions, they give you a more than one person to catch. So you're catching like 6 people. So you will need a reinforced lasso to catch these niggas. Guess how much a rope cost? $350.
Like
$350 Red Dead money. Remember when you played Red Dead on fucking
yeah.
Fucking $25 was a good thing because I could buy an apple or some shit. $350 online is doing like 600 million. You get $25 if you complete one of them legendary
40
fucking
ball. 40 ball.
I'm bringing this back.
40 ball. Baby, what you finna do for this 40 ball?
Come on.
What you finna do for this 40 ball?
Bitch.
shit.
Oh my god.
So they are not playing. That game is so heavily fucking monetized, dog. It is sad. Like, with everybody, you might have some Red Dead Redemption. You might have some Red Dead Redemption niggas. Man, get you a Ridge wallet, man. You might have some Red Dead Redemption. Who listen to us? They probably play the online and say it's not that hard. My name a grown ass man. I ain't got the time to be driving my horse from fucking New Haven to Blackwater back to Strawberry. That shit is hell in general. And right now I'm just going to the free roam part. Hopefully I don't get fucking hog-tied and strangled. But I just want to show people that the season pass. So I'm not mistaken that the season pass is monetized. So I will get back to that later. Last but not least, something that haven't failed me is this beautiful machine right here. So this wonderful machine, as you can see, it's already on the go. It's already on the go right now. Hold on, go to it, fucking inverted controls. So it's already on the go right now, as you can see. Just got done doing some training and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? AKA, these people don't need that shit now. I just haven't took them off of that. But just living life as expected. Almost towards the end of the war, this game, right? Oh shit! Let me mute myself for these niggas hear me in this lobby. So this game, right? This game made me kill so many motherfuckers that I thought had something to do with my story. It is fucking hilarious, dog. Like, hold on, where is this? I'm trying to see where is the I'll get to that later. So let me talk about this. So there is Elegar becomes evil. She wages a war on the church, Soros, however you said. And basically, your homie Dimitri, his character art was really good. Even though y'all know me, I hate when niggas get overly fucking mad. Even though he was warranted, I hate when niggas get so. I'm like, nigga, you got me. I literally came on the scene and started watching niggas. You straight. You ain't gotta be mad. But I understand. My nigga, the dude came back. I thought the dude was for the birds, bro.
We all did.
Man.
You saw when you saw that nigga Gilbert show up instead of the dude, and I was like, "What fuck my nigga the dude at?"
Yeah, I feel like Gilbert pumps up. I'm like, oh, all the guys I heard 5 years ago. One of them, nigga, who the fuck is Gilbert? I know all the teachers. I talked to him about the least. Who the fuck is Gilbert? And I thought he had the same little, class as the dude. I start adding shit up in my head. Like, who the fuck is the dude? Like, the dude was my nigga. The dude's dead. Well, was perceived to be dead. Mind you, at this time, when Dimitri was edgy, is probably when he was at his fucking strongest. Cause couldn't nobody touch this nigga, bro.
Dimitri a god, dog.
Like when I was having, cause at that point in the game, I would say the game gets somewhat difficult. I would say the game really relied on the rock, paper, scissors. That I didn't even know was an aspect in that game, but it's an aspect in terms of who's weak to what. Like at that time, I started seeing the mages actually start attacking niggas who died through one fucking magic thing and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, but there was two niggas who never died. It was Hero and Dimitri. I would literally send Dimitri so all the enemies can conjure towards him. So all I can say is miss and hit them niggas back. And Dimitri just win. It was like I was like, holy shit.
Nigga saucing him up by doing cartwheels while he hit him with the spear.
I'm like, do we even gotta try? Except for this one mission in which I would say this is if I had the option on of if my team died, they died permanently, it would only probably be me, Dimitri, Sylvian, probably me, Dimitri, Sylvian, Dimitri, Sylvian, Catherine. That's probably it. We'll be alive. And I don't know how the game shifts when main characters die. If I just gotta keep them niggas and nobody else. But
yeah, you do.
That's fucked up because that 5 year later, that 5 year like progress when when we have the Battle of Three Houses 5 years later. When I tell you that bow nigga team pulled the fuck up on me,
oh, Claude, yeah.
Bro, let me tell you something, brother. Let me get off the online. I talk about that season past, but when I say he sent his niggas, I'm thinking like, bro, because in the story, I said let's ally with these niggas. I want to ally with them, so because I'm a friendly nigga. I'm thinking he know that. He don't know that. He pulled up on everybody. My whole team was his lolly bitch with the hammer. Fucked everybody up, bro. I don't know who the fuck she was. I don't know what the fuck was her ability. All I saw was her. She fucked everybody up, bro. Everybody was holding L's. What's the nigga who took the dude spot? What's his name? Gilbert. She wouldn't be had Gilbert. Bonk. She wouldn't be had Gilbert's daughter. Bonk. She wouldn't be had Mercedes. Bonk. I try to attack her, miss. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, he talking about Hilda.
Oh, you talking about Hilda. Oh, yeah, Hilda.
I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. I'm like, it's time to go because Shorty who becomes the Falcon Knight when my team was the first one to become like the master class. Bonk. I'm like, bro, everybody's fucking dying, bro. So my strategy in my fucking head was because I'm like, okay, me and Dimitri are two niggas who basically won't die because we're so high level than everybody else. So I'm straight. That was not the case. That nigga came with his fucking dragon and bow and shot my fucking health for half. I was like, okay, time out. We're going straight for Edelgard and nobody fucking else, bro. I'm like, we ending this fucking mission, G. Like, I don't want no type of smoke. So only people we killed out his group was the swole nigga with the Yeah, him. Who,
I hate that nigga.
He had
Raphael.
no buttons on his
Raphael.
shirt. Him and I think one of his females. And then we killed like damn everybody who was an Elder Guard group. We killed them niggas. But we get to Elder Guard, we don't kill. So the last mission I just did, we killed the Death Knight. And there was one other mission that was absolutely horrible. And it was the mission in which it was 2 pylons that shot magic out, and it was a whole bunch of fucking robots protecting the person.
You talking about the mission where you had to fight freaking big old titty mage shit?
I think so. I don't know. She was surrounded. Yeah, I think she was surrounded by 2. She was surrounded by like 4.
If you went down the middle, that's where all the golems were.
Cornelia.
Yeah, Cornelia.
Bro,
yeah, that mission.
That mission right there, dog. Nobody was surviving, bro. The dude and Gilbert, fucking useless. I don't even know why we brung them niggas, bro. One shot every single time. I'm like, yo, this shit not even fun. So my strategy in that game, shout out to playing on normal. My strategy on that game is to run with Dimitri and Hero to the fucking boss or to the boss. Just keep running. Don't fight nobody. Just keep running until you find it. Because them 2 niggas, I looked up a strategy.
Yo. Hey, can I screenshot that?
Keep running until you get to the boss.
Damn.
Fuck, I was too late.
Damn. I love the
What
screen.
happened? What happened?
You froze.
Bro, you froze. You froze on like the perfect, bro. You was like your face. You froze. You was like,
oh shit.
Oh.
That's the big man upstairs. Y'all ain't catch that. But no. So.
No, we did catch it. It's being recorded.
That too. So we caught what was I say? Lost my train of thought. Oh, so we won. Basically, my strategy in that game was shit get tough, keep running until you beat the nigga that's beating your ass. So at this point, we just killed the Death Knight, just killed everybody, and I think that was the last remaining people of Edelgard's team. I just hate that we killing everybody, bro. Like, I don't get to know these niggas' story. One of these niggas' dad was like, I hope my sister have a better life. I'm like, why the fuck I killed this nigga, bro? One nigga that I was gonna recruit on my team eventually. I was gonna eventually recruit him on my team before the story progressed. Literally didn't want to fight me. He said, I hope we could do this without war. I don't want to cause war. I'm like, bro, I'm not. It's like the characters in that game say one thing and then completely do the other actions with that. He said he don't want to fight, I don't target him. Then he proceeds to use magic and wipe half of these niggas out. So I'm like, okay, now I gotta fucking kill you because you're killing my team. So other than that, that game is a 10 out of 10. I enjoy my time playing that shit. I don't know how close how many parts is it? Only 2 parts or 3?
You done. You almost done. It's pre-time skip, post-time skip, that's it. And then you have the other houses. So you got Black Eagle and Golden Deer.
Oh, so other houses got completely different stories, or just like formatted different?
Oh yeah, and the church path too.
Yeah, and the church path too. So yeah, there's completely different stories. So you're not done. You're not done. You 1/4. If you buy the DLC, it's 1/5. So.
Oh yeah.
But no, I'm enjoying my time. Like I said last, I'm not even like I usually play before I go to sleep. I just play that shit now. Whenever I feel like playing 3 houses, I'm gonna be playing the way I'll talk about shit I don't know about. So yeah, that's it for me. Sorry if I took too long. I have to spiel that, but yeah.
I'll be quick because I think we're talking about everything I read for the week. Yeah, it's pretty.
But
much.
Black Clover, you could talk about that.
I'm not gonna spoil, but I'll say if you ain't staying in Magnus, you bogus as hell.
I did see the panels because like that and Jujutsu Kaisen was getting talked about a lot on Twitter and the anime groups I'm in on Facebook. So I saw the panels for what happened, and I was like, I respect it.
I gotta catch up, man.
I respect it. I'm a big fan of technical stuff. I didn't expect it from him, so because he wasn't even in my top 5, but now he's in my top 5. So, Buddy Cold. That's it for Black Clover. I think I talked about Rent a Girlfriend last week already, right?
He did.
Yeah. I'll leave
We
that
got mad.
alone. Yeah, that shit. Actually, no, I told Cam this. I was actually like a couple chapters behind.
Oh yeah, he did tell me that.
So I'll say what is going on right now. So, mommy basically has Kazuya's grandma's phone number. She knows about the business.
Toxic.
Super toxic. And there's this like big trip that that the grandma's inviting everybody to. At first, you thought it was just Mizuhara, but then she's like, "Oh no, your 16-year-old girlfriend could come too." And then I invited 2 of your homies, and then the parents are there too. We already know mommy's gonna show up, so something's gonna go down. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be toxic. I'm here for it. Kazuya gonna be caught in 4K. So
I told
Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what?
I told DC that I feel like this is one of those, even though I push for college romances, I was like, I feel like this is one of those animes that should have taken place in high school.
it should have, because I mean, I don't see why you make Ruka. He could have just made her like a freshman in college, and he could have been a sophomore.
It's not even that. It's
Like-
just it feels like a lot of the shit that's going on is like
Oh yeah,
high
elementary,
school, high
Yeah,
childish
like-
shit.
real
High school
childish.
shit.
Oh yeah, and Kazuya,
Even though it is grown women who do the shit mommy is doing, though. It is grown women that do that shit.
but like Kazuya is kind of acting like a
A bitch.
13-year-old boy,
Yeah,
'Cause-
like he acting like he just saw titties for the first time.
Yeah, incel.
and he because I thought he was doing well when he told Ruka like, "Hey, I don't want to pursue this. I like Mizuhara. I'm trying to get her." Like, all right, everything's cool, but you let a 16-year-old featherweight chick press you down and make out with you, like
Right.
and then he's like, "Okay, this is the time for me to confess." And okay, so Ruka told Mizuhara that she had sex with Kazuya already. So Mizuhara, she has feelings for Kazuya now, so she's not talking to him because she think he had sex with the high school.
That's what I'm saying.
chick.
Like high school.
So, and the funny thing, Mizuhara's not even like thinking about she's in high school. She's thinking like, "Dang, did he move on? Is he serious about her?" Like, she's like jealous instead of being concerned that he kissing all high schoolers.
Or being an adult and talking to the other adult like adults
She
do.
just ask him. That's true.
But it's also
She's
something
a-
that is just something women also do. So
Yeah. But yeah, so like it's basically what Cam said, misunderstanding the anime. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But I'm having a good time reading it because it's funny, and I just want to see how much
It's like watching a dumpster fire burn.
basically.
Like-
it's like Japanese love and hip hop.
Like
basically,
the shit stank, but it looks so beautiful in all its ways.
Yeah,
It might
Japanese
be-
love and hip hop.
it might be rivaling domestic Kanajo during those like super toxic
Nah, G.
chapter.
Look, man. Nah, G. At its
Nah.
peak,
What I-
domestic
from what
girlfriend had some wild shit, G.
Yeah, from what I skimmed and saw about domestic Kanajo up to its ending, I like as much as I fucking hate Rent a Girlfriend, I think domestic Kanajo takes the cake when it comes to
I mean, I see the potential. I see the potential
it
depending on how long
definitely
it
has
goes.
some potential.
It
Yeah,
has
it definitely
potential.
does.
Look, man.
Like,
If look, man, my boy don't literally end up in the Yakuza stand up and some shit like that, or a bitch get hit by a car for no reason.
Or he
that's-
gets the red hair chick girl pregnant.
That too.
or he gets topped by some cocaine junkie in the shower.
That
'Cause
too.
that's what happened to he just let it happen. I don't know what's with you Japanese niggas. Y'all just let yourselves get sexually
It don't
assaulted.
because that don't happen to them. That doesn't happen to them.
That's true.
It don't.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all ain't getting no coochie. But that's it for Rent a Girlfriend. I think. Oh, I finally read Chojin X or X Chojin, whatever.
Oh yeah, Trojan X.
I rock with it heavy. I like it. It was. I didn't expect the end of the chapter to end like that. I thought only he was gonna take it, or maybe he only. I was kind of confused. Did they both take the little needle serum thing, or was
They
it
both
just-
did. They both
Okay.
did.
Yeah, I found that interesting that they both.
Is it a one shot or is it an actual series?
It's going to be a actual manga.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a one shot for now, right?
Yeah, right now it's a one
Okay,
shot.
I'll check it out then.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I think it's.
the
I think it's
vulture like aspect. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's really good. So
I think, yeah, I think that's it. Because the main thing on my mind is this AOT rant that I'm about to have later. But,
Yeah, I cannot wait for that. I
bro,
got bars for that.
but I think that's it. Watching basically a One Piece watch through. I was watching a lot of Berserk the other night too, and I was rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho. So 3 of my goats, and I think that's it.
ooh, go ahead, Cam.
Okay. So for me, for reading, My Hero. Oh, shout out to Lore Olympus because they had an episode that was talking about this May is Mental Health Awareness Month, aka y'all mentals. They had an episode in terms of like Persephone dealing with sexual trauma that she was raped by Apollo. So they had like an entire like chapter dedicated to like her going through counseling and therapy and stuff like that. It was really well done in terms of like kind of a lot of people are afraid of therapy and counseling and shit like that because they don't want to tell their business. But the way she structured it was very tasteful. I liked it. So shout out to Rachel Smith, bro. She goat. She's my, as far as like freelance comic book artist, you want to call her that. She's in my goat status, bro. She knows how to do perfect storytelling and kind of tying it to like modern issues when it comes to stuff like mental health. So I appreciate that. I think Unordinary as well. Yeah, Unordinary. It's Mine has been good. So shout out to American Comics. And y'all talk about Boruto and Super now?
Yeah,
I
even though I don't give a
Boruto.
fuck about Boruto.
So Boruto was with the Boruto chapter, this chapter was basically a waste of time.
Like every other chapter.
Boruto chapter. Essentially, this chapter was it was basically going through like a training session that Team 7 was having, and like they're basically saying that if before it starts the episode with Naruto giving like these pills to Boruto that's supposed to stop the Otsukification that's going on through his body. And like Naruto, like, oh, you don't, it's dangerous. We don't know what side effects it could have. You could die if you take it. Boruto takes it, and he's like, oh, it is what it is. I'm already this far along, so I guess I'll take the pills. So Boruto's taking drugs. Shout out to that. And then it cuts to him with Sarada, Itsuki, Kawaki, and they're training, but they're kind of doing like like some like chakra building techniques. And Kawaki gets frustrated because he's like, listen, like these dudes are like way stronger than us. Even though you have Karma Boruto, they could freaking kill us. So what's this whole chakra mental training ain't gonna do shit. Let's do some practical, like actual fist to fist, like life or death training. So he attacks Mitsuki. Mitsuki blocks, and then Boruto goes like, all right, let's have a one-on-one fight. If I win, you have to train the way that we want to train. If you win, then we have to train the way you want to train. Meanwhile, I think Naruto and Konohamaru are watching this all go down. And Sarada, I didn't know that Sarada was the team captain. I didn't even know there were team captains as far as like the squads.
It don't mean shit.
So like I guess because I had put it in the chat, but I was like, who the fuck, like, because I mean, aside from even the other teams, I didn't know that they had like a team captain, right? Like, I guess Neji would be the team captain for like these team, and then like
I think like the only one was like Shikamaru that I remember they said. Was
I know
like,
Neji was clear cut the captain for his team, and Shikamaru was pretty much the captain.
Whatever, like that nigga didn't know how to build his academic system in Naruto. He didn't. This shit was ass. But yeah, so Sarada's team captain, and then they have the fight. Of course, Boruto wins because he's the main character, and then he's like, yeah, now you gotta train our way. And then Kawaki's like, oh, I wanna. It's clear as day that like Kawaki is like, he's like very genuine, like he wants to protect Naruto. He's like, I have to do this. I have to get stronger to protect the 7th, because he looks at Naruto when he loses, and he's like, I gotta get strong enough to protect him. So I think at this point, the only thing that I'm curious about is how he goes from someone who's like clear cut, you know, I want to protect Naruto, all this other stuff to like the time skip they show us at the beginning of the series where he's like, I'm gonna send you to where your dad is.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Is it? Don't you think it's just because he probably got fully possessed?
Yeah, Osusi, but he doesn't have karma anymore.
I think he's gonna take Boruto's. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Like some shenanigans with that shit.
Yeah, because he was saying, he was telling him the plan is to give his karma to Code. The plan is to give his karma to Code, so that way when Boruto becomes possessed, he'll basically take over Code's body, and Otsutsu and Momoshiki will become Boruto, but Boruto will be Code, and then they could stop him. That was the original plan, but I guess maybe something will happen down the line where like Kawaki finds a way to take the possession away from Boruto. So I guess that's probably it. But I mean, that's really the only thing that I'm interested in as far as Boruto, because I kind of like Kawaki's character a little bit, because at first I was like, he's kind of generic, but then I kind of like what they're doing as far as his relationship and how he wants to kind of take care of Naruto. I find that interesting, but everything else as far as like the Otsutsukification, karma, all this other shit, it's too much for my brain. I can't handle that shit. But that was Boruto. And then with Super, basically we get the confrontation between Goku, Vegeta, and Nola. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Cool. I still don't care about his character like that, but shout out to Granola. It starts with them going there. They touch down to the planet Cereal, and then the chick goes like, "Oh yeah, go. He's over there somewhere. Go fight him." He sends the lackey to go watch him, and then it also cuts back to the head nigga in charge, and then what's that other nigga's name that they build up to be Cold? Gas. They really I'ma be like, that nigga better be Cold, bro, because he they've been building him up like he's supposed to be some real ass nigga. Like if Goku literally sees him and goes like, "Hey," I'll be like, "Bro, you can't, you literally gassed this nigga up, bro. You can't be doing that shit."
You still?
I still want that gas, yes. And you had better deliver.
He better deliver.
he better deliver, bro, because he been getting a little bit way too hyped up for my end. But basically, while they're going to the place, like Granola's trying to snipe them down. We get Goku is trying to use Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta is like struggling to dodge. But it's a flaw in Goku's Ultra Instinct, because it's like he closes his eyes all the time every time he does it while he's in base form, and it's like he's subconsciously moving his body, but he's not at the same time. Like Granola explains that like there's a weakness in how he uses Ultra Instinct. And he realized that because he wished to be the strongest warrior in the universe. So Goku and Vegeta, being Goku and Vegeta, don't team up to fight him, obviously. And Goku's like, I'll go first. Vegeta goes somewhere else to watch the battle. And then they start
Vegeta
fighting.
went to investigate. That's what the fuck
he went
did.
to go investigate.
He went to investigate.
Because Granola was like, you guys are saying like, I'm saying like, I'm really on this fuck Frieza bandwagon, but I'm really on y'all ass too, because fuck Saiyans. And so he's fighting Goku, and then he goes like, "Hey Goku, you holding back. I told you I wish to be the strongest warrior in the universe. I ain't on that bullshit. You better use your strongest form." And then Goku goes like, "All right, I'm gonna tap into Super Saiyan God." Then he goes blue. I think the next chapter, where they're setting up, he might go into the Ultra Instinct transformation. I think that's what's probably gonna happen. And then I think he's gonna run out of stamina, and then Vegeta's gonna take over. Vegeta's gonna get his ass beat, and then Goku's gonna come back. That's what I think happen. But that's pretty much it. Pretty interesting chapter. Out to Granola. A walking cheat code.
Literally, he's a game
nigga
shark.
Nigga is still the biggest simp to ever exist. You wish you literally spent your whole life away to get revenge on a nigga who literally does not care about you. And probably if you encountered Frieza, that nigga Frieza will probably beat your ass. Like
This
that
is
nigga
the thing.
Frieza, Frieza
about
don't
his
die.
But this is my thing about his whole plan. If you have beef with Frieza and you want to just be the world's strongest, and you at this point you technically are, if you on par with UI Goku to an extent, just pull up on Frieza and watch that nigga and move on with your life. Get some pussy.
Well, the thing is that he's waiting. He went to the hot topic vampire niggas so that he could see like where's Frieza, because he wants information on Frieza's whereabouts. But my thing is, why didn't he not only wish to become the strongest, but then just collect the Dragon Balls again and say, "Hey, where the fuck is Frieza at?"
That too.
I mean, with his powers, I feel like he could just as easily find the Dragon Balls again.
And also, with the way his powers are set up, he can probably find Frieza.
You don't even gotta do that. Remember that dude that knows everything in the universe? That's how they found out where Goku and Vegeta are at?
Yeah.
He could just go to him. Be like, hey, where's Frieza at?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's like,
why don't you just go to the nearest conquered planet and be like, who the fuck conquered?
Where's Frieza? Like, he's kind of like, it's like he's kind of dumb. Not kind of. He's like really stupid, which is kind of like why I'm not completely on board with this character. Yeah, I don't hate him, but it's just kind of like, come on, bro. Like, I like my
We're touching Goku. Android Saga levels of stupidity.
It's like, come on, bro. Like you built different, bro. You supposed to be the strongest, but you also stupid. Come on, you can't be strong and stupid.
It's like
at the same time. That's only
it's
Goku.
like you asked for Goku and Vegeta's strength, but got their brains as well.
That's tough.
You got Goku's brain, because Goku would be like, I want to be. Well, Goku wouldn't even cheat like that. I feel like Goku would get pissed though. Like if he finds out how, like if he goes like in the midst of the battle, like he goes like, damn, how did you get so strong? I want to know so I can train to beat you. He goes like, I wish on the Dragon Balls. Goku would be like,
You did what?
you cheat?
Yo, G, I need that. Loki, I need that panel, G. No, G, because I could just imagine Goku literally mid-fight, UI form and everything, probably casually talking to the nigga, and they be like,
man, you so
you
strong.
did what?
You so strong. He's like, yeah, I wish the Dragon Balls.
Goku gonna turn back to base form and literally instant transmission out. He like, fuck this. Waste the fucking time.
He gonna turn back to base form and completely master base form Ultra Instinct because he got pissed off. He be like, really? I'm going all out against your bitch ass. But yeah, so that was the super chapter. Pretty decent. And then on to watching. Excuse me, Miss Nagatoro was pretty good this week. We got the festival episode. The nigga he's growing some balls, man. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, folks is I was so proud of him during the last part of the episode. I was proud of him when he grabbed Nagatoro's hand and he took him to that spot in the fireworks. Even though funny as hell that she was making fun of him for being a virgin, and then she sees like there's niggas making out in the fireworks thing, and then like they both get embarrassed and they run away. But the ending episode, or like it was like 3 parts. The last part, when they were all sitting at the park bench, and the 2 dudes come up and they're basically talking to Nagatoro. They like, oh yeah, let's go on a double date, blah blah blah. I'm gonna take you, blah blah blah. And Nagatoro's clearly not interested. And then folks, he's kind of observing from the corner, but he goes in to walk up to him. They were like, he walks up to the bench and they like, what you doing here? Looks at Nagatoro and goes like, let's go. And then not only does she get up, but all the other bitches at the table get up and walk with him, dog. I'm like, yo, my nigga. I had to pause the episode and I was just clapping. Like, not only did this nigga claim his bitch, but then he was like, he took all the other short. I have a feeling that throughout this series that all them other shorties is gonna like him, and like he basically gonna get a harem from all them chicks. That's my theory, because I have a feeling that the orange hair chick with the spiky hair, I have a feeling that she already likes that nigga, but she just jokes around with him. But I think he's gonna get the other 2 chicks. But this was a really good episode.
I'm glad they got to that part because that was pretty good.
That I fucking love that part. He was like, "Let's go." She's like, "Okay, senpai, let's go." Shout out to my nigga, bro. Those Snow White notes was really good. They're still in the tournament arc, and in the next episode, the main characters group is actually gonna start. They're actually gonna play their little session for the Shamishin. So I'm looking forward to that. And Tokyo Revengers, fucking Mikey, really good episode. Shout out to my boy Mikey.
Mikey, a real nigga.
This nigga literally walked up like he was like, "Hey Mikey, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass, bro. You go get your ass." Literally just fucking kicked this nigga square in the head, laid that nigga out like a Family Guy character, bro. I was like, "Damn." And he was like, "All right." He was like, "Listen, I'm really about this shit, bro. Like, if y'all really wanna square up, I will fucking murder y'all." I was like, "Damn."
Man's
I
about
was
that
like,
smoke.
"Yo." I was like, Mikey want all the fucking smoke. And then at the end of the episode, where like I'm interested to see what happens because like they're at each other's throat. But then like the episode ended really weird.
Yeah,
with the main
because it
character, like, he
ended
got
with
fucking-
Takamichi
Yeah.
just like, y'all fucked my shit up, man.
Yeah, he's like really pissed off. So I guess next episode he's gonna probably like do something to like get them back together again because they're closing out on the date where Draken is supposed to die from the internal conflict. So I'm looking forward to that. So that was good. And then the thing that I've been watching the most. Well, I finished watching Major Second. I watched for season 1 and season 2 completely. I fucking love that show. Shout out to my nigga Daigo, Sakura, and the gang. Fuck with all of them, right? But then I decided that I was gonna go back and watch Major, the OG one. And I am on season 2. I'm almost done with season 2 currently. There's 6 seasons. And I am loving this series so far, even more so than Major Second, because his father, Daigo's father, Goro, like when they were talking, because they was hyping him up in Major Second as being like a baseball prodigy, and they weren't lying. Like this nigga is fucking different. Like comparing Daigo in the second season to Goro in the second season is like it's like comparing Master Ultra Instinct Goku to Yamcha. Like this nigga Goro is different. Like he's like currently I'm at a part where like they're doing this training camp because he's trying to get into, and I have put this in the group chat. The current arc that I'm on is the Wano arc because like the past several episodes is basically like his middle school team went up against this team called Kaido affiliate, and they got murdered. When I tell you they got murdered, like Goro is a fucking baseball prodigy, right? Like he's really good. He went up against Kaido affiliate, 4 innings, 19-0. They got fucking shut the fuck down. I don't even know how you just 4 innings, a 4-inning game, and you scored 19 points, bro. I'm like, listen, now when it comes to sports, I'm like the least likely person to talk about the shit because I kind of really don't care about sports like that. But and baseball is one of those sports that I definitely don't care about. But this show has taught me a lot of shit. And you doing a 4-inning game with 19-0, you gotta be a different level of really good compared to a different level of you fucking suck. And it was like he got beat by Kaido, and he was like he went to his friend because they're basically setting up this battery, right, between the catcher and the pitcher. I didn't even know that was called a battery, but I get the reference. I like it. But his friend, who's also like a baseball prodigy, they were like, all right, let's go to a different high school. We're gonna build a team there, and then we're gonna go beat Kaido. And now the current arc was that once he got his ass handed to by Kaido, now he wants to join the high school. So in the current arc, he passed like the entrance exam and stuff to get into Kaido High, but that now he can now he's in like this intense 6-month training camp where they're like picking who's gonna be a part of like the second string and the first string teams of Kaido High. Those are really it's really good. I never thought that I would like a baseball anime because I feel like baseball is one of the most boring ass fucking sports to watch. And I still think that to this day. I think that live baseball is one of the most boring fucking sports to watch. I've been to several games before and I fell asleep in all them bitches. But watching it in anime form, where you actually have like interesting characters, drama, and all the other conflict and stuff like that, makes it a lot more worthwhile. And I'm learning a lot of stuff as far as the baseball game goes too. So I appreciate it, that angle. That's it for watching. And then for playing, I just uploaded I uploaded the finale to Near Replicant. Well, the finale for now. I got like 4 hours of additional content later. Um, like any post game stuff. But I did give a slight review on there, but I fucking love Near Replicant. I like it even better than Automata. Um, I played the shit out of Automata. Uh, but so yeah, I think that I feel like if you are into kind of the depressing, you were talking about like that concept of like the shadows and what was it, Chris? Shadows and puppets and like Shadow House.
Yeah, shadow. Yeah.
It's a very similar concept in Near Replicant when it comes to the way that the world and the characters are set up. That's very interesting. And like I said before, the game does not make you feel like a hero. At the end, I felt like kind of a piece of shit because we didn't really win the day. uh, and I mean, we accomplished our goal, kind of, maybe, sort of, but I didn't feel good doing it. But there is other endings that I'm pursuing that I plan on uploading. But for now, I have also been playing Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster. If you pre-ordered the digital deluxe edition, we got to play it 4 days earlier, which would be this last Thursday. So I'm very much enjoying it. This is basically, I joke about it, I meme about it, but this is basically Persona for big kids. It's Persona. I mean, if you compare Shin Megami Tensei to Persona, Persona is like a cakewalk. Even if on the hardest difficulties, the game is easy as fuck. But Shin Megami Tensei is, I call it the Dark Souls of JRPG because that game, there's no tutorials in that game. Like if you watch my first part, there's literally no tutorial. They don't tell you like this is how you do this is how you fight, this is how you defend, this is how you negotiate with demons to get them to your party. It's literally just like, all right, you go, name your characters and get the fuck out there and do something. But the premise of the game, just to give just a slight little thing, the premise of the game is basically you are you're the main character. Your teacher calls you out to go to this hospital. You and two of your other friends, you're all in high school, and while you're walking to the hospital, you basically catch wind that there was this riot that happened in this park, and a bunch of people died, and you find out that it was between two cults, two demon worshiping cults. And when you go to the hospital, you find out that the cults have ties to the hospital that you're in. While you're in the hospital, you're basically trying to find out where the fuck your teacher is because she's nowhere to be found. You investigate the basement area where you find like this dude is like doing some creepy shit, like some weird experimental shit. He's about to kill you by unleashing a demon. Then your teacher stops you, invites you to the roof, and then she's basically like, "Yeah, I invited you here because shit's about to go down, and I just wanted you to survive. I apologize in advance for what's about to happen." And essentially, the entire world ends. Basically, every part of the entire world gets fucking vaporized except for the hospital that you're currently in. And because I don't want to spoil why that's so important, but you wake up from that event, and then this kid, very important, inserts like remember how Kaneki got fucking tortured by Jason when they got that centipede in his ear? He basically like pops down a centipede on you, and you turn into a demon. Wake up in a hospital bed, and then basically from then you just gotta find out what the fuck is going on. Tokyo, the world has been ravaged, and now you gotta find out what the fuck is going on. So that's kind of the premise of Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. It's pretty much the premise of a lot of Shin Megami Tensei games, to be honest. The world kind of ends, and you're in charge of recreating. So, parts 1 and 2 are already uploaded, so check that out. If you were watching this, check that out after this when you get the chance. I just uploaded part 3 as well, so I don't know by the time this comes out, I don't know how many parts it is, but I would check it out if you're interested. I love the game. It's I don't expect much, like I said with Nier, because this is a PS2 game. This is an old ass PS2 game, and it's literally just a remaster of it. So like, You're not gonna get like high fidelity graphics or shit like that. And also shout out to Capcom because Dante's in the game too. You can recruit him to your party member. So that's that's it.
All right, cool. So after all of that, we gotta do, unfortunately, sad news. Very unfortunate, but Berserk, the author of Berserk, Kentaro Miura, you pronounce it? Miura, has passed away. Actually passed away back in May 6th. But the news did not drop until earlier this past week. Really, really, really tough news for like the manga anime world in itself, because Berserk is one of the longest running, one of the more popular manga out here, and it was really sudden. Like the whole community was really bothered. I didn't realize there was so many Berserk fans, because like just scrolling through our Twitter timeline, I saw a lot of stuff. Facebook groups really feeling away, and really sudden because it's still ongoing. It's still ongoing to this day, and it's like when you think back, it's like, damn, it's not going to finish. I know we literally spent a whole portion of the episode last week cracking jokes about somebody else not finishing work, but this is like really sad, really sudden, and it's really crazy. But I let DC take over from here. He is like one of our Berserk fanboy here, so I'm
gonna just say, it's sad because this year alone, I want to like much respect to Miura. You did a lot this year alone compared to other mangaka. I respect that he did it the way he wanted to do it, because I remember looking into his process. He said that like him recently, he's been trying to finish the story up, and he's doing different ways in finishing things more efficiently. I remember when the community was kind of complaining about his art style, where he switched from traditional to digital, and it looked more moe than his usual gritty look. And I remember the backlash with that, and I was like, okay, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? He's changing things. Why is it seems like he's trying to finish stuff fast. But I just thought, oh, maybe because of One Piece and all this other manga, maybe he's just trying to get it done quick. And I think after after we found out he died in May due to an aortic dissertation, whatever it's called. I forgot.
Let me pull that up.
It's like a tear on his aorta.
Yeah, aortic dissension, which is a tear in the inner layer of the large blood vessel branching off the heart.
Yeah, and it's before like he's younger than the usual people that die.
Yeah, which is like 60, 70-year-old.
So I think a lot of people need to understand that these mangaka, they're really stressed out. I mean, workers in general in Japan are stressed out, but working on a manga with that much detail, I get carpal tunnels for doing just basic shit. So imagine how he's feeling doing this stuff. It's just amazing work. I respect him as a writer, as an artist. I don't want to stay too long on it, but I respect Miura. If you haven't checked out Berserk, I'd say check it out, or just watch the anime. That's just watching the anime is fine enough, to be honest, if you don't want to do that to yourself and read the manga like the rest of us. But thank you, Miura, for your work. You really cemented yourself within the dark fantasy genre, paved the way for a lot of. I didn't even know how much like media reference Berserk, but there's a lot of it. So yeah, it's a sad day, but I'm glad he was able to do it the way he wanted to do it, and he done a lot. So he only had like one arc left based on how things were going. So I mean, I'm glad for what we got. That's all I gotta say.
Anybody else want to add anything? Go ahead.
Shout out to this thing. I personally put Berserk up there with some of my favorite just from the anime. I didn't want to read the manga until it was finished. Probably gonna have to read it now. Really good, just good story, man. It's really not hard to say. I joke a lot. That's me, but I don't even want to do the comparison of him and the folks who ever write Hunter x Hunter. Because I think that disrespects him more than it praises his life. Though both of them were similar in taking breaks to write things, he was, sticking on to a story that was fucking 90s and things of that nature. That's 20 years in the making and things of that nature. And even though like the disrespect from the CGI or the things that everybody else did, didn't like when it came towards the modern day interpretations of Berserk. It was still one of the things that's valued and people who watch anime. I don't know. I was at the work and the job found out more and more about me and like some of the things I like. And it was like, so you game a lot. What else do you like? And I was like, I watch a lot of anime. And it was like, so what do you, prescribe for me to watch? I was like, one person said I tried Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I was like, hey, keep going that. And I was like, my number 2 is Berserk. Definitely try that out. And a lot of people in the chat was like, oh, that's the thing that inspired Dark Souls and stuff like that. And we was like, yeah. It's a very respected art. And it's kind of salty. I'm salty to see it go. I know when Cuz told me, I was like, what the heck? But yeah, it definitely, if you never had a chance to watch it, read it. It is very well drawn. If you like things like One Punch Man when it comes to art, or in terms of like scenery and things of that nature, he is up there when it comes to that. Like, just look at some of the panels that he have drawn. It is amazing. Each panel look unique. It's really hard to say. And it's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful anime. I know it's a lot. I used to joke before I watched it all. Let's just rape the anime when I say like that. But it's much.
Check the archives.
It's dark, of course. It's a medieval. If you make it a medieval genre and it's not dark, you might as well make it isekai. That's all it is at that point. But like, it's really dark. You know what I'm saying? I like dark stuff. I'm not a dark nigga, but I like dark stuff. So yeah, definitely give it out. That's me done rambling about the guy. R.I.P. I don't want it to finish. As I said, I unless he left it in his will how it should be finished, which I honestly doubt he did, because nobody cares about a medium that much. But I don't want it to finish. I don't want nobody to take the reins and finish the show. This is his. If he didn't give the keys to anybody, oh well. It can be left without an ending. It ain't that serious, I think. So shout out to bro.
All right. Anything you want to say, Kale?
Yeah, so I kind of replicate the thoughts, but I also think that because I think a lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, like, people who are concerned about Berserk, like, people are saying it's disrespectful, but I don't think it's a problem for people. I don't think it's wrong for, if you're a huge fan of Berserk, to be worried about the series. As far as like how it's going to continue on from there, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's disrespectful to his legacy and blah blah blah, and it's like, not necessarily, because you got to know him through his work in Berserk. So if it's the series, like, if you, especially like, because you have to realize that there's probably people who grew up watching this stuff that were like in like middle school, high school, and stuff like that. Like, they grew up with Berserk for their whole lives, and now you hear that the creator died. It's okay to be worried about your series. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, there's 2 series that I've been through that's happened. Kaze no Stigma being one. The mangaka, or I think the light novel author who was in charge of Kaze no Stigma, he died a long time ago. I got into Kaze no Stigma when I was in elementary school. It's been years. And like, you no longer see the series, right? It's over. Same thing with High School of the Dead. Got into High School of the Dead. I like it a lot. It's raunchy, but it's a really great series. The mangaka, or I don't know if the mangaka or the light novel author, but died. And so now we're not getting anything High School of the Dead at all. So I don't know. Like, I feel like there may be a chance, because I do remember that there was like an interview that he did where he was worried about like the state of Berserk. Because like, was he saying something like, I'm worried about, not necessarily about like it's long running, but like something to the effect of like me dying before the series ends. Like, he was worried about that.
He did like say that he was trying to speed up the pace and trying to get it done. Yeah. I do think he left notes, because like the past 6 chapters is like really plot heavy, so it's possible we could get more. But
I think in terms of like in terms of like, I feel like he probably did, and then I don't want to sound like an asshole, right? But like with Kaze no Stigma and like High School of the Dead, those aren't really popular series, right? Berserk is very, very, very popular series. So I don't know, like the studio or like his team are behind there. I don't think it's over. I feel like there's a slight chance that someone will continue on in that legacy of Berserk. I hope so, because I think that like from what you guys have been telling, from what Chaz has been telling me, whenever he talks about the Berserk manga, there's some good shit there, and like it would suck for like his passion project, because you could tell how much he loves Berserk by the amount of fucking detail that he puts in his fucking series, and it would just be a shame for that to end that way.
Yeah.
So I think I'm hopeful that it will continue, because there are people who love this series, and I think that get off your high horse. If there are people who are worried about the state of the series, let them. They grew up with it, they love the series, and they want to see it continue. So that's all I have to say. Condolences to his family, prayers to his family. I respect the decision for them not to disclose the information, so they could handle their own personal business first in regards to his death, and then break it out to the world. So condolences, prayers out to them, and out to folks.
Yeah. So the last things I just want to say is like, yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying. Like, it's just really amazed. I'm just amazed by it, just by anything. Like, it's a series that's been going on for so long, but like, as like, I can't really like, just to replicate what you guys said. Like, the man put a lot into what he did. Like, you could tell he has a genuine love for his series, and it's just crazy that, like, even though like you can sit there and say he's 50, but like, still, like, he still had time. He still had time to live
That's still young.
life. Yeah, it's still pretty young.
Because you compare it to the age, he didn't even reach retirement age.
Yeah,
Still young.
Yeah, like, it's still young, and it's just really unfortunate. Once again, prayers to his family, and like, I'm glad that they did it their way instead of just like, oh my God, here you go, and just like somebody breaking it. Like, respect to them for doing it their way. And even like, I acknowledge the fans too, like, prayers to the fans, because like some diehards are probably taking it really tough. It's like, they're like somebody who they legit grew up, whether American, Japanese, whatever, they grew up with this series from 90s now to like 2021, because this one man's work has such an impact on them. So, and prayers to fans, diehard fans, the family, everybody involved, even other mangakas, because it's just like they were probably influenced by him as well. So it's a lot to think about, and I like, in terms of what may happen with Berserk, anything could happen. Like, he might have put in his will, hey, let my interns or my trusted assistants finish it. Here's the gateway to the end, whatever. Like, who knows? Like, we don't know, but it's a possibility it could end, or it could just leave an open door. And that's just one way to look at it. But it's really an unfortunate situation. It is a tough time for the community as a whole, the industry as a whole, because this is one of the pioneers, like one of the pioneers of it. So prayers to his family, prayer, and just RIP to Miura. Great man, legend in his own right, legend in his own country, legend to the culture. So RIP to you, my guy. And yeah.
All right, guys, what's up? Chris had to leave due to family emergencies, but I really wanted to sit down and talk about Attack on Titan shenanigans. So we got DC and Daytrill here. So DC, I'm gonna let you go ahead lead, since you're the one who kind of found out the leaks early.
Niggas gonna hate me. So, like, I think it was in the middle of the week. I was online talking to Cam, and I saw, the feed of just one little screenshot, and it was King, the original King Fritz with a spear going through his heart. I'm like, I don't remember this. And it turns out that Isayama dropped 8 additional pages. So I'm like, all right, let me check this out. So me and Cam checked out this garbage dump ass drop of 8 chapters. Now, like, I was critical on the original ending, but these extra 8 make me wish that we just had the original. And I'll do anything to go back to it. But it starts out with Mikasa. She's talking to Ymir, saying, like, they're talking about like how much they care about the people that they love, and that the world that we're in, it is what it is, and thank you for understanding and watching over me. And she walks off with Aaron's head. She places Aaron's head by that tree, but it turns out that there's more to that scene, and basically it's presumed to be John with Mikasa, and they have their kid, and they're visiting Aaron's grave.
That's the first red flag.
I'm mad as hell at that. That's disgusting.
If you gonna give us some bullshit, at least let us know. Let us know. Oh, bro.
That's disgusting. Bro.
That would kill me, dog.
Yo.
That would kill me, bro.
That's so bogus, because if you take into account him saying, I don't want Mikasa to be with anybody, and then you
no, fuck that. That's beyond Mikasa's whole character, bro.
She ain't never go bounce back with fucking John, dog.
That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. So so Aaron's placed in the tree, and it seems like, Paradise Island's getting industrialized and stuff like that. Mikasa, she dies. She gets seemingly buried next to Aaron's grave. That's another L for John, because, dog, you was just proxy.
Sloppy seconds, boy.
It's disgusting, bro. Every time while you was smashing, she was thinking of Aaron the whole time. That's tough. That's tough. And then this is the part that blows me. So we see Paradise Island, now it's in modern times, and they're getting blown to hell. And the city's getting destroyed. They're bombing it, and there's just a bunch of rubble, and the only thing that survives is the tree that Aaron's laid up in. And we see someone that looks like Mikasa, so it could be Mikasa's descendant, but they're walking up on the tree, and it's the same panel that we see Ymir when she first became a Titan. It's the same panel with Mikasa's descendant walking up on the tree chasm, so basically implying that she's gonna walk up in there and get Titan powers.
The cycle repeats itself.
Instead of it being Ymir's race, it's Mikasa's race that's cursed now. So everything Aaron did is basically don't mean shit.
Bro.
It don't
ass. Ass.
Well, that's ass.
There's literally no point. There's no point of you like getting into Attack on Titan, watching Attack on Titan, seeing Eren struggle as he goes from I'm gonna kill all Titans to the way I have to kill all Titans is by becoming a villain, and basically humanity just goes like, yeah, that's nice, we gonna do it again. like that just like you could have literally, this is one of those things where like you needed a script doctor. You needed somebody to go look at your scans and stuff and go like, hey bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, this shit fucking sucks. Stick to your original ending, collect that cash, and move on, bro. There's no point. If you wanted to show romance, if you wanted to show a next generation, you already had the foundations of a decent couple that, I mean, I didn't give a shit about, but like it would have been much more acceptable than fucking Mikasa and John. Armin and Annie. Show them getting together. Show them having a kid, and then all the shit happens. If you wanted to establish that this cast of characters leaves a next generation, do it through them. Do not force a romance between two characters who we know do not deserve to be together at all. There is no chemistry between John. Mikasa actively avoids this nigga. Never once did she acknowledge him. The encounter that they had when they were going through their scout training, and he saw her walking by, and she completely ignored him and went straight to Eren. Chalk it up to the game. Now, I understand what he's trying to go for in the ending, because he did say he wanted the ending to be kind of tragic. I understand, like,
I hate that word now.
I know. But like, if the message that he's trying to go for is in the sense of like, no matter what you do, humanity will always find a way to repeat its mistake. Humanity never learns from their failures or their mistakes. So like, yeah, you might have moved on from the Titan incursion, but there's still war with humans, and now the cycle begins anew. But the way that the way you wrote Attack on Titan, specifically within Aaron's character, and him kind of having to fight himself in order to achieve his goal of getting rid of the Titans by committing mass genocide on his own race, and us seeing that struggle and seeing him get to that point only for within 2-3 extra panels for you to go like, yeah, that's nice, but fuck all that shit. It's like a slap in the face to me. It's like, why? What was the point of me getting invested in your series if it amounts to shit in the end? There's no point to your series at all. At least that's what I get from it. It might sound harsh, but that's just what I'm picking up from that. And I think that, like, I thought like the ending at first was like a 7, a 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was okay, you know, nothing great or anything. But this new ending brought that shit down to like 2 or 3 for me. This shit was ass.
I think this is like one of them joints. You know, if you buy OG scary movie, right, and they always give you like that side note. This last mission is about to put a bullet in my head.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking like 70 niggas here, bro. And that bitch got AOE. I mean, not AOE attacks, like full screen attacks. What the fuck? But no, it's like when you get a OG scary movie, and they was like, okay, get the director's cut. Here go how it really ended. Yeah. Yo, I just look, bro. I don't care if the second repeat itself. That's typically how the story is. When you look at a story like that, you can see it's more of one of those. It happens, you know. No matter what you do, humanity always seems to fall. The fuck, I'm still wanting to know what the fuck was that parasite that made niggas into Titans.
Man.
Where the fuck? Like, that's like the biggest plot hole. I believe that was an ass pull because he didn't know how to say what's the origin of Titans. Even though you had a good origin of saying a demon gave Fritz the apple and Fritz ate the apple, that is a perfect way of saying how Titans come through. But I guess he didn't want to make Ymir Fritz seem like an enemy, which, you know, it is what it is. One, she crying the fact that she killed the nigga who made her life a living hell. Like, that's a whole different fucking story. But the ending itself, like war never changes. If you got still a flawed plot line, you gotta hold that. But in the sense of like, I can understand because that's us as humans. Like, humans will forever.
Yeah, we go. Yeah.
To war. So we know this, but it's like it's kind of stupid because there was no peace at the end of the day. Like, Aaron killed 8 billion people. However many people he killed,
80%,
just for niggas to kill each other again, just for the fucking island to actually get modernized. Just for it to get torn down again, just for a reincarnation of Aaron to become a Titan, or a reincarnation of Fritz to become a Titan. Just stupid. I think the best thing Attack on Titan could do to keep it going forward is to have somewhat of a prequel. I think that would be like better
Ymir
to understand what the fuck is going on in the show, because there's so many questions. Ymir Fritz story is so ass. Like, I feel like you could have just had her be a one-dimensional ass character, bro. She could have been so one-dimensional, but they had to make her 4 to make her some abused, but loved, but a Titan, but gave it to her daughters.
But she still loves the king.
Separate. Like, it's like it's a very, very, like, I think it's not. I don't want to call it lazy, but I think it's a very I think it's a very like, I would say Attack on Titan in a nutshell is not a mid story, right? It's good. It's when you try to branch off from simplicity is when it gets like, bro, this shit kind of nasty. Like, simplicity in stories is really, really good, right? Like, like I feel when people, and I always to say this, like when it comes to a person who partake in stories, right? When I see shonen tropes, like or tropes in terms of shows, I say it's two types. It's some that come organically, and then it's some that don't come organically, right? Tropes and shonens, like tournament arcs, rogue best friend going bad or something like that, or the best friend, the good guy going head to head, like. It's some organically, right? Like, as much as we shit on Naruto, like, the Sasuke shit felt so organic, even though it was done before, right? The rivalry between Asta and his brother seems somewhat organic, right?
Right.
When other people try to create that, right? Like, oh, when I make a show, it has to have my character has to have a rival.
Yeah.
Or when I make a show, it has to have a war arc. That's not organic. It's like, you're not even creating it to get there. You're doing check marks. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what I'm trying to say. It's not like you having a plot twist that's organic. It's like you just want a plot twist.
Plot twist, it means nothing.
Like that fucking parasite means nothing in the story. And it annoys the fuck out of me because it's like, bro, I want to know what the fuck it is. Like, you have all these titans wrestling a noodle for what? For what? What did it get to? It's like, and that's what I would tell you. The first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan is so fucking goated, bro. It's so goated. But if you go down a trip, like at the end of the day, if Eren literally killed Zeke, and because he killed Zeke, he became the Falcon Titan, and he used his powers, even if it was a sacrifice to take the Titans off of this earth in the story, I would literally stand up and go like this, bro. Like, because you ended it in simplicity. But this shit here, dog, Eren had to become a pseudo hero, and especially realizing people like I wouldn't even care like compare the ending to fucking
Code Geass.
Because it happened in so many different ways. Like Lelouch was never the fucking enemy. It just bullshit happened. Like that made him more and more into a villain, and he still wasn't a villain because, like, when people say Lelouch was the best villain in the show, it's because the real villains in the show labeled him a fucking villain. That's why we call him a villain. But Lelouch is literally a protagonist 101, going for what he believes in and getting fucking there, right? Like it's a show that involves dark things because that's what war is. War should never be the person that participates in the war never catch a body. That's fucking cap.
Right.
We're going to involve treachery. We're going to involve trading. So when people have Lelouch and tell, oh, he was a villain, no, I'm about to start saying that shit cap. I'm like, start throwing Lelouch as like real nigga protagonist, like pose and not villain pose, right? So all in all, like, sorry for the rambling, but I think this was ass. Like, I think it was ass. Like, I think it could have been done better. Like, it will go in the pile of shows that had really, really good beginnings and just horrible fucking endings, bro. Like, that is
took a fucking nosedive.
Because when we do the Mount Rushmore of animes of 2010s, Attack on Titan face is going to be George Washington, and not because it was the best, because on the outside that looks amazing.
First president, general, but that nigga was a fucking slave master and a fucking scum. Like,
yeah, definitely, man. It's so sad because so many people love that show, and so many people gonna cap for the ending, right? Because some people, John is a fan. Little do y'all niggas, John is a fan. Favorite.
I cannot tell how. Like, it's like, what,
man?
What does he do? That's like, oh shit, like, yo, this nigga John is cold. Like, cause like season 1, 2, 3, John was just there. Even season,
he didn't do anything in the last arc. He didn't really do anything.
Yeah, besides cry about Sasha.
Disclaimer: who the fuck did do something in the last arc?
Nobody.
Like,
that's what I'm like. Who, like, it's like I feel like he wrote himself. It's like a moderate situation where he wrote himself into like that ship because he realized that he killed damn near all like the important male characters that people give a shit about or that are of relevance. And he was like, everybody likes Mikasa and I want Mikasa to have a happy ending, so it can't be Connie, because who the fuck, like, come on now, Connie. So I'm gonna go with Eren 0.5 John. And it is like he just stuck them together, and it's just like, why? I think this is just one of those things where like you know how when we talk about Zack Snyder and how like Zack Snyder action scenes and stuff like that, he can be a really good director, but like he over bloats himself when it comes to run times and unnecessary scenes and shit like that. I feel like that's what this guy, this mangaka's problem is that like he has the foundation is solid, but he wants to branch out and keep doing all this shit when it was literally, I liked Attack on Titan because it was a show about a nigga who said, I'm going to kill all the Titans. And I was like, I'm with it. Kill all the fucking Titans. And then he wanted to branch out to government conspiracies and all this other stuff and the secret origins behind it's like, I don't need to know all that shit, bro. Keep it simple and clean. Is the way that you're making me feel tonight, bro. Come on now. So
I would say it's a terrible ending. Terrible. I honestly think, I don't know if it really hurts the show in the long run. It could.
I think it does. I mean, like, my opinion is, like, in terms of storytelling, you don't have. It doesn't matter whether it's a good, like, a happy ending, or a sad ending. You have to. There's a thing called Chekhov's gun, where you give a promise to the audience. You're supposed to live up to that promise. The promise that he gave us was Aaron's supposed to kill all the Titans. The other promise was, okay, he's gonna be a villain, but there's an end goal to this. Just because you like say, oh, the cycle of humanity as your ending, that's cap, that's BS, that's bullshit, that's lazy to me, because you couldn't find a way to end Aaron's character arc. You wrote yourself into a hole. You forsake every single character. I think the only character that came out relatively okay was Levi.
Yeah, he's like one of the only characters that got a satisfying ending.
And
he's the only one that.
He's so fucking. You ruined Levi's ending. You ruined your show.
Yeah,
Levi's so fucking cool. Like, I wanted to do a series of like really cool fucking characters, and not even just like the reason I stand Goku or Vegeta. Just like Levi is the epitome of fucking cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you put like real nigga anime characters, Levi's like number fucking one because he's so fucking cool. You fucked that up.
Yeah.
You can't write. I'm saying like you just can't write, dog. You incapable of writing. And that's a hard thing to say because you made something that's so loved within like the anime community, but it's just a bad ending.
It's the same thing with One Piece, right? Like right now, I fucking love One Piece, but like if One Piece's ending is like absolute garbage, like because Oda said himself that it's not gonna be the journey was the treasure or anything. Like One Piece is like a legitimate treasure, right? Like there are some promises that Oda has to keep, right? Yeah. Luffy has to become the Pirate King. Obviously, that's number one. And number two, One Piece, the treasure of One Piece, the Laugh Tales Island, that shit has to be solidified hype. The way that you built this shit up for so long, if all of it amounts to a gold coin that says you won, I'm be like, what the fuck is it's like you look when you like say for instance like because it's like you know how we like to rewatch series like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and you like, oh, I remember this part because this part leads to this and this leads to this and this leads to that. Like you look for specific moments because they lead off to great things in the end. If I were to do a rewatch of One Piece or reread of One Piece and the ending is shit, it's like, okay, yeah, Luffy did this, but it doesn't mean anything in the end. Like who cares? Okay, he said he declared war against the world government, but it don't mean shit in the end. Because this happens. Yeah. It's one of those things where like now that you're looking back at Attack on Titan, it's like, okay, like he does this shit, but what the fuck does it matter? In the end, nothing matters.
I think their only hope for AOT is that the anime actually deviates. Because I went back and I know some of the things that I called ass weren't really ass. I just didn't like it. The only real problem is like the final act. So if the anime hasn't really gone to that part yet, so if they can fix that, then AOT is fine in terms of anime. Manga's fucked. But if they change,
do you think they're gonna do the OG if they don't choose to deviate? Do you think they're gonna do the OG ending where like, you know, Bird wraps the scarf around Mikasa and that's it? Or do you think they're gonna do this new ending?
I hope they do the Bird one. Like as much as I hated that ending, that's okay. That's you could still call AOT your GOAT, and I won't say nothing. But if they go with this ending, bro, I don't care what explanation you have, what type of convoluted circle argument, circle jerk, whatever bullshit you gonna give me to say that this was good. I don't care what it is. This is not good. I don't know. I think Isayama's, because he is setting up a sequel. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but it's setting it up.
I don't want to see it.
I'm not gonna read it.
Like I don't like
oh, that's so ass.
I don't like what is there, because like when you set up a sequel, like even Boruto, right? Boruto had promise as a sequel. Like when I originally read chapter, what was it, 700 of Naruto, and it was like they set up all the kids stuff. I was like, I was thinking of like all the possibilities of like, bro, you take fucking the Uzumaki DNA, well, like freaking Boruto learning to be like, there was a premise of hype. There's no premise of hype with this sequel. It's like shit's gonna go to hell again. Like, okay. Titans are gonna come back again. I get to see through the viewpoint of Mikasa's descendant. I don't really like, there's nothing to look forward to in this ending besides learning about that tree and like the magical properties of how that fucking tree stayed alive for so many fucking centuries. Man, we're not getting anything about that damn tree. Fucking tree is like fucking like is ridiculous, but anybody have anything else we want to add before we go to clowns?
No, that's it. I don't want to talk about that bitch.
All right, so we all in agreement that Black Otakus of the culture. Shit is ass. Add us if you don't. I mean, I really don't care, but it is what it is. You feel me? All right, so we gonna move on to clowns. Post-editing Cam will edit the music and shit, whatever. So my clown of the week is fucking Sony. So I had put this in the finale of Near Replicant, but I was having controller issues and I thought I was tweaking, but I looked it up. Shout out to the Gamers Joint. He put up a video and he was talking about how he was having controller issues with Near Replicant also on the PS5. And apparently it was some weird thing where, so my controller was working perfectly fine, like in the PS5 menu and shit like that. But whenever I went in to actually play Nier Automata, like it would boot up the start screen and I would be pressing buttons and nothing worked. Like I couldn't press start, I couldn't press anything. I could press the PlayStation button and navigate the menu, the UI perfectly fine, but everything in game was not working for some reason. So basically I had to fiddle around with some of the settings of like the PS5. You know how you can set it to where it detects Bluetooth or it detects USB. So I had to play around with that setting. But even with that, I was still having problems. So I had to bust open my spare PS5 controller in order to alleviate the issue. And it worked fine. But like, dog, DS4 is fucking ass. However, I did not have a single problem with DS4 the initial year that I had my PS4. Not a single problem. It's only been, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. It's been 6 months and I'm already encountering software issues with your DualShock 5, bro. Your DualSense, whatever you want to call it. Ass. You get a clown for that. I should not have to be, because I take care of my shit. I take care of my controllers. I don't just leave them around. I make sure that I put them up properly before I go to sleep. I charge them properly. I take care of my shit. So it's not a me thing. I shouldn't have to fucking play tech support on something that I spent well over $500 on. When I buy something that's that expensive, especially these fucking controllers and the new controllers that are coming out, when I buy something expensive, I expect it to fucking work. So you get a clown for that, Sony. That's some bullshit. That's it for me.
Yeah, you ain't the only one. I was playing Apex and I was having drift issues, dog. And it's not my controller. I just think it's like it wasn't connecting or some shit, bro. And like, cause I would play like God of War and I was like, all right, no drift issues. 2K, you can't play 2K if your controller has drift issues. It's literally impossible because it will automatically make you shoot. So, and I'm like, I'm having no problems. But I was playing Apex and my shit moved like this. I'm like, bro, don't play on high sense. I ain't sweating.
Right.
Yeah. It was weird, bro. It's just wasn't no weird things for real. But my clown goes to my clown goes to I'm sorry. Niggas getting wiped out in his last mission.
That Edelgard mission ain't no joke, G.
It's looking like it too. They got a bunch of niggas and Edelgard is smoking motherfuckers, bro. But shit. Okay, that should work. Oh yeah, that worked. All right, man, go to Rockstar. Like I was saying, it's not just the Red Dead. It's the way they turn into a gaming company now, and it's not gonna go well. Because one, if paying for GTA 5 on a next gen system, if that's and you don't add anything to the original story, you can't. Like from the upgrade from PS3 to PS4 was significant, right? Yeah. Graphics were better. The game overall felt better. First person, more gun, felt good, right? There won't be that big of a drastic difference, right? Because you probably exhausted the fucking engine at that point. You got so much shit in this game.
I don't even think they're gonna spend much effort in single player because they're advertising GTA Online.
What else can you add? VR? If you say the selling point of this shit is VR, I'll slap the shit out you. I will go to Rockstar Studio and slap the shit out of somebody. That's not a selling point. Ask motherfuckers who got a VR and ask them how they been having fun with their VR system. They probably paid $600 for it. They're gonna say no because all them games look like they came out the PS2. So like, I don't want to hear that shit. One, I think it's gonna be heavily monetized like it.
Oh yeah, because they're separating GTA Online with GTA 5.
Wait, so it's you got to buy both if you want to have.
No, so I think online is gonna be free the first 2 months.
Yeah, online is gonna be free, and then I don't know if they have like an upgrade thing. Like if you had GTA 5 on PS4, it's going to be a free upgrade to PS5. But they're separating the two platforms. So for me, that's a clear sign that they just go push the shit out, the single player out. Like who cares? That's what you get. That's what you get. And they're going to focus a lot more on GTA Online. And we're not going to get GTA 6 till 2055. Because they don't give a shit. I think that at this point, like they're making so much bank off of Red Dead 2 and GTA 5 online that like I know there were rumors circulating around that like GTA 6 is supposed to have like a male and female protagonist, some shit like that, but we're not gonna see that game anytime soon. I think the PS7 will come out, or like the PS6 will get teased before we get anything related to GTA 6.
That's tough.
I agree.
Trying to think of my clown. I don't really got one. And I don't feel about talking about them green haired niggas this week. So yeah.
All right. So I mean, I think we got. I'll say a GOAT would be you guys, the viewers, the supporters, the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all for continuing to support the brand. Continue to support the brand. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Click on that bell icon that's next to the subscribe button to turn on post notifications so you guys can be updated on the latest and greatest as far as content on this channel, whether that be through Black Otaku Plays or our other podcasts. We have Black Otakus of the Culture right now. We also have Threes from the Ring that they trail co-host on sports, and we have Timeless Vibe where the boy Chaz Vibe talks about music. Also link to Chaz Vibe's Apple Music platform will be in the description box below. Pre-order Durag season. It's only 5 bangerinos. Link to DC's Instagram will be in the description box below. He's also accepting commissions. I'm very excited because I think the next part that I am editing for Shin Megami Tensei, I'm going to be putting in the artwork that he did. That shit is dope as fuck. So look forward to that. And with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Stay blessed. This will most likely be uploaded on a weekend, so let's get through the weekday. Or not, this will be uploaded on a weekday, so let's get through the weekday, get to the weekend. That's the goal. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, so take care of your mentals. Mental health is very important. Talk to somebody, seek counseling if you need it. Stay blessed. Love y'all. Johnny.
Peace out.
Vito's in for the second time.
Everything, curly headed nigga, but it's do-rag season. I can feel the devil in my soul. If I take it there, where you gon' go?